Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Lewis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Radio Gaga.
Radio Gaga. I feel like I should put on a sport jacket for tonight's review. I'm feeling a little underdressed. You know,
I, I do feel, listen, I couldn't even wear this when I smoked this cigar. I had to put
right?
on my
Got
smoking jacket and I had to put
an
on my nice
ascot.
slippers. I had
Gotta
to
have
get
an
an
ascot.
ascot. I had to put on my London Sock Company socks. So,
Yep.
what are we smoking again today, Aaron?
All right, so today we are talking about the Ferio Tego Summa
Look at that wrapper.
Corona Gorda.
Look at that, man.
Cigar
So
is
violent. It's got a fucking club on the thing. Jeez.
five and
Sorry.
three quarters by 46. Comes out of the Tobacos de Exportacion factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Corojo. Binder is Ecuadorian Sumatra. Filler is from Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic. It is blended by Michael Herklotz. Price point is $18, and the cigar was released in June of 2023. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Listen, complex cigar, roasted nuts, oak, cedar, there's some leather, dry tobacco, bits of cream and cocoa, medium in strength and body. Um, really good burn, really nice draw. The draw was perfect throughout, which I don't know, you have a Corona. I mean, it's important with anything, but you have a Corona Gorda, anything smaller Vitola, it's gonna make a difference. Tobacco, cocoa, leather, nice finish in the end. I know I skipped over the second, third, but it was fairly similar. Medium strength of body, nice complexity. John?
Yeah, as soon as I lit this up, I was like, Seth is going to like this cigar. And there's a lot of times where I think, Michael puts out stuff and I'm like, this just doesn't hit my palate. But it's pretty clear from the start this one was hitting my palate. Sweet leather, earth, mustiness, a little bit of restrained spices. I got like this interesting herbal note on the finish, which was kind of interesting, which I said twice. Cinnamon, yeah, just really a nice harmony of flavors. It was like smooth jazz. It was just really nice. Second, third, creamy leather, earth and spices, a little bit of wood with them. Then the wood kind of took on some tannins, but in a way that sort of accented the post draw and not taking over the profile on the tongue, which is good. Earth as it continued, chocolate, just kind of checked a lot of boxes in the first and second, third. Last third started out good, creamy cinnamon, tobacco, medium strength spices, but then there's this sort of wood component that kind of came in the post draw, and then just kind of one of those things where it like came in the post draw, moved in the main part of the draw, took over the center, took over the front, and then you were just smoking wood, and I was like, oh man, you were that close, you were that close. So bit of a drag. I also had the cigar spontaneously go out on me, but I'll get to that in the longer recap. Draw was perfect. So yeah, this is good. I like this. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar starter was toasted cedar, cinnamon, and light earth. Cinnamon transitioned to lightly creamy black pepper pretty quickly. Got some mustiness that joined in as well. Second, third saw the black pepper increase. Final third saw the pepper mellow quite a bit. Um, Pretty nice start to the cigar. Had a nice combination of flavors. Second, third took a step down for me as that pepper and earth increased and kind of maintained that level the rest of the way. I think I'd be up for trying another Vitola. I'm not sure this is the size for me. So not something I'd come back to for this, but I do want to try another size to see if that just hits a little bit better for me. All right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Seth at 6.82. John gave it a 6.62. June gave it a 5.7. I gave it a 5.65. So Seth,
Wow.
how that 6.82 matchup for you?
Shit, goddamn. Listen, I loved it. It smoked really well. I thought it smoked great in Corona Gorda. I do agree with you, Aaron, that I I really like to smoke it in all the different Vitola offerings.
Yeah.
Um, what's crazy is like I looked him over and I was like, I'd smoke him in all these, and like at the same time, I wish he did some other ones that are
Mm.
more kind of my type of offerings. But it's a
Give me
really
some
good
lawn stills,
blend.
baby.
It's a really good blend. I like the complexity to it. boxes of 10, so it makes it really approachable in that sense. So yeah, it's Yeah.
All right, John, 6.62.
Yeah, listen. So, I think what held my score back a little bit was the burn. But to me, that was almost a user problem, which again, I'm going to get into. So to me, the score is actually a little low. This is really I'm up with Seth. This is 682, and I absolutely as soon as I was halfway through this, I'm like, I really want to try this in all the different sizes because this is really interesting.
Yeah, my 5.65 matches up well. Above average flavor profile for me. I did have some burn issues as well. It went out twice in pretty quick succession in the second, third. So I don't know if that had anything to do with my experience, but I do remember smoking the torpedo. I think we smoked it at PCA, right, John?
Oh, that's right.
With Michael.
Yep.
I felt like that was a bit better. So I'll have to try that one again. Come back to that and see. All right, John, take us to your user error.
Yeah. So, I spent a lot of time focusing on the review, writing my notes, and I don't really pay attention to time. And so I was like kind of getting into the last third, and I looked down and I was just passing 2 hours, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I must have done the math wrong. And I'm like, no, okay, started it subtracted to carry the two. And so I ended up finishing the cigar 2 hours and 49 minutes.
Oh.
For a Corona Gorda, that's getting into like smoking competition level. So when I looked at that, I'm like, maybe that going out was on me. Maybe I was pushing it a little bit too hard and just didn't notice. But honestly, I was just like so focused on the review and so into the profile that I think that's why it was going on such a slow pace. But I mean, man, 2 hours, 49 minutes, that's even for me, that's shocking.
Yeah, it's a long smoking time.
Yep.
All right, wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. You can follow us on all the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga.